All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the Latruth family. The Latruth family. We talked about them a little bit here some few weeks ago. Let's take a few minutes to talk about them. Maybe about 7 minutes, right? This guy has gone through some serious stuff in life, which I empathize with. You know, sickness with himself. You know, like he's, you know, he's connected to his God in that way. You know, so that can be tough on anybody. So I want to make sure I respectfully say that first. But that may be the reason why he's acting erratic and he's not able to handle his family. The Latruth family, they were popular on TikTok. They were showcasing their family. They were doing the lovey-dovey thing. But, you know, after a while, you know, the wife said she don't want to, but she did drag him online as well, you know. So now he wants to save other men. I think it's a bad idea, okay? If you ever find yourself in a place where your wife, your husband, or your children call the police on you, it's very bad. Okay, you need to go and separate separate $400 or $500. I know some of you don't have it. You're like, what is Allah talking about? I'm sorry. Okay, but you need to go somewhere. Okay, you need to say, hey, this is my number, call me if you need anything emergency, but I will not be available for the next 3 days. You need to take time off. Okay, it's just bad. Okay, it's very, very bad. And you just jumping onto the internet and trying to save the rest of the world, will it work? You will collect, or more, you will destroy your life if you do that. Okay, it will get worse. Listen, but how can we learn from other people's stories? There's more than enough people that won't hear me. Trust me. There's more than enough people. Okay, more than enough people will still do what they have to do because that's the only way, or it's an outlet for them. Okay, they need to feel heard. Okay, but if you're not in harm's way, or if nobody is, like, for example, I understood the other lady that earlier, what's her name, Lisa. You know, she probably felt like she needed some kind of freedom. I'm not talking about that kind of situation where somebody is holding you hostage in one way or the other. I'm talking about you're free, right? You're free from a physical standpoint, but you think I should go and teach other men, and you don't go through the healing that you need personally. This is not going to be a jump and pass type of let me jump through the hoops. No, it will make things worse for you. So this is one example of them. He's actually very popular online. He has he's an influencer. He has a huge following. People follow him. His name is Latruth, the family, right? But the way he's handling his situation is working. It's not working. But here's a little backstory really quickly. How are you doing, Red Lipstick? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Please support Red Lipstick. She has some content going on there. She's a lady for marriages and, you know, trying to get it right. So go follow her as well. Brother Patrick said that's a wonderful resolution by the police and the young man. Yeah, let's talk about Latruth real quick.
404-416-1389. Brianna Hampton.
She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't.
What did you hear just now? She pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house. What did the little boy said earlier? My father just want to for no reason. Do you see some kind of similarity there? Right? Now we know that this woman is not thinking right now. We could tell that nothing good is going on with her right now. Even if she's lying. A person that will find themselves in a space where they get on the phone, call 911 and lying against their own family, that's not a good thing. A person that's actually in harm's way and talking to the police is not a good thing either, right? So nothing good is going on. We can all agree to that, Abby. Okay, good. But what did he say? He said, for no reason. What? For no reason? Okay. I'm sure you're about to tell us more. Anyway, let's keep going.
You keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy.
Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay? She said he has Ibon. He said, no, I don't have an Ibon. Somebody said, but she's wrong. She was telling a lie. It doesn't matter. You keep missing. This is Men of Prestige. This is Men of Prestige. This is the platform Men of Prestige. It doesn't matter if it's a lie or not. It's bad. That is what we need to agree to first. It's very bad. But what do people do in this situation? They keep fighting for who is right. Gentlemen, if you find yourself in a situation where your woman is lying to the police, what should you do? Should you run away? Well, with Oroibon, I don't know. I will say call your lawyer. Call your lawyer. Oh, hey. Call your lawyer. I don't know because I've never found myself that, but I know this much. It's bad. Just the idea that you think you can talk to yourself while she's on the phone and know you lying. Dude, you sat down there, you're saying you lying. I hope that thing is back in the safe if she's actually not lying. But anyway, when the cops is coming in, just do like this. Kneel down and say, no, okay. Black man, it's not the time to be right. No one cares. Allah, that's not fair. What do you mean no one cares? Oh Lord, I'm not sure. How can I communicate this better? Let's keep going.
Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
You're following him, you're following her around with the camera? Was that evidence? These people really think it's what people see with eyes only that create evidence. You ever did you listen to the what's her name? Johnny Depp story? And the Amber Heard? You put yourself in harm's way by following a woman who is lying at you with camera. You stay in a marriage where you feel the need to pull out camera.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do. No, I'm not. Do what you do. I'm way up.
Do you think you really saying I'm not helps anything? No, I'm not. Justice said, Justice, I'm not giving out legal advice. Exactly. I'm not giving legal advice. Call your lawyer. Eh? All right.
Do what you do.
This is what happened to men that keeps playing equal with women. If you want to play that equality thing with women in your marriage, keep going. Okay? It's going to turn out badly for you. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to turn out badly for you. Okay? It's going to be too late when you decide to listen to me.
Refused to adopt her kids. She was angry because
This seems like an entirely different day altogether. Okay? What I tell you, it's never the one event thing. Now, what is he still doing? He has a camera. This guy's in his head, he thinks he's collecting evidence. Right? Keep going.
she was angry because I refused to adopt her kids.
Be safe. All this is because I want to do some type of adoption. I see you keep praising all these men that do adoption. I'm not doing adoption, so you can take up.
What is she doing? She's throwing our clothes out. Some men now, the attention they will be paying, like, why is she throwing that? She's wrong for throwing her clothes out. She's completely wrong.
You're right.
I know you're right. But Kumata, doesn't matter. But that's wrong. Ola, you keep encouraging this behavior. You won't listen. You won't listen to me. We know that this marriage is already terrible. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get out there and try to help 100,000 men, telling your own self lies. And then you will jump into another relationship. You create the same results because it's just you. It's just you. It's just your shadow. It follows you everywhere you go. Everywhere with the everywhere you go, it follows you. You attract you. That's unfair, Ola. I know. You're right.
Oh, you're right.
All my money. I'm not doing that. No, they ain't. You don't do shit. No, he don't do nothing. And that's why you mad. That's why you mad. No, he don't do nothing. That's why you mad. That man married somebody else. That's why you so busted and disgusted right now. Yeah. Trying to look like her. Yeah.
So do you think people wake up one day and start throwing your clothes outside? There's a chance. She could be crazy like that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a chance. But most likely not. Okay. Yeah, you could go tell that to the rest of the YouTube. That's just how it happened. Okay? That's not how it works. There's a lot that's been going on you haven't paid attention to. I would take this excuse from you. You were oblivious. You didn't know that she was going through a lot. Ola, you're exonerating her. What do you want me to tell you? That she's wrong? Okay.
Oh, you're right.
But your stomach her size for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. How you know? You watch all her stuff? You watching all her stuff? None of that is that's just making you look crazy. Let's go. Let's keep it coming. Yeah. I'll let that stuff sit there and go buy me all new shit. Yeah. I'll let that stuff sit.
See, Iwapa. You see how destructive that is? I'm gonna let all that stuff sit down there, go buy me new shit. The grass is greener on the other side syndrome. Am I hearing that? Or you're just gonna go buy yourself new stuff and pretend nothing is going on with my marriage? Let me just go buy new stuff, right? I got money anyway. Like, I'm gonna just go buy me new stuff anyway. You're lost anyway. Really? You sure? Are you sure about that? It's everyone's loss. It's everyone's loss. It's just bad. The point here is that don't wait until stuff gets this bad. Don't wait. You need to start as soon as possible. Yeah, even before marriage. If somebody is showing a certain type of behavior to other people and you're like, oh, I'm not on the receiving end of it, you're going to end up on the receiving end of it. Okay, because Yoruba people saw where the person you sleep with is the person you do cat fight with in the middle of the night. Okay, you sleep in the same bed with people, sometimes they'll slap you like that just because they're moving their hands. Okay, it's people you sleep in bed with that will do that to you. People don't come off the streets to come and do anything to you. It's people around you. So if you surround yourself with certain type of people, you might not be on the receiving end yet. You will end up on their receiving end. You know, let's go on.
Yeah, and if it get burnt up, then that's hundreds of thousands of dollars you're going to have to pay. Oh yes. Believe that. Keep them coming. Let's go. Stack it out here. Cause I'm gonna get it all. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting that.
Yeah, I got one more small clip.
All the good men around the world.
I got this small clip right here. This is the gentleman that was filming all the while. D-Love says, some people pretend though. What about this moment we're watching right now? Was she pretending? Right, let's say she has pretended for the last 18 years they've been together. I don't know how long they've been together. A few years. What about this moment? What about that moment she called the cop on you? Was she pretending at that point? I hear that a lot. I promise you. I understand where it's coming from. People change, they evolve. Yes, they do. Okay? They do. But usually, it's not just pretending. Pretending is like giving them unnecessary credits, by the way. Like they sat down there and they say, I'm going to make this person's life miserable. Now, that's basically a person that have decided to make their own life miserable. They don't care if they want to destroy you, but they're willing to make their own life miserable as well. That's a person that's basically said, I don't care. Right? That's an angry person. You can't give that person that kind of credit that they're pretending, that they're able to sit down somewhere and pretend like I'm a this. No. Like I keep saying, mostly good people end up in divorce court. Okay? Good people. Okay? Normal people. But when anger comes in, right? When anger comes in, anger is not your mate. You know? Gentlemen, unless you suddenly, which is a possibility, very, very little chance, that Somebody just woke up and decided to be crazy and pull out, you know. If that happens, yes, pull out your camera and say, oh, everybody must know what happened to me. Yeah. But you are in a marriage and you watch things deteriorate onto the point where they call the cop and you still sat down there with your camera in your hands. That's reckless behavior. And your behavior is actually worse. Okay? Especially where children are involved, your children will collect just because you're reckless. What about her? Her too. Gentlemen, do you need me to say her too? Jesus Christ. Everything must be equal and balanced. There's no balance. Life, no balance. You know they hear. Life, no balance like that. You have to worry about what you can control. How you respond is all that really matters as far as you're concerned. You can't afford for people to give you an out or give you grace before you start to behave. Yes, you should give grace because that obviously will create better relationships for you. But setting that expectations for people to always be able to give grace, that's unrealistic. The moment you think you need grace is probably the moment that's weak for the person, for them to be able to do that. Anyway, if you feel the need to pull out camera, it's bad. Let's hear what he has to say last. He hasn't learned anything clearly. Let's keep going. This is what we call money misroad. When people that are not prepared for it make certain amount of money, they just misbehave. Okay, that's what happens.
This message is to all the good men around the world who's ever been through a situation like what y'all see me going through right now. When you are a good man, I'm talking about the best man a woman has ever had. When they're so in love with you, they'll create all these stories about you because they're angry. Now, it may have been something that you may have said or a way you treated them that they feel like you deserve this hurt because they're in pain because of it. Not realizing you didn't intentionally hurt them, but they're so hurt by whatever that action was that they'll intentionally hurt you. Women, we gotta stop doing it.
What did he say? They intentionally hurt you. Listen, even if it's correct that they intentionally hurt you, when you think of your wife or a person in your life as they intentionally hurt you, what should you do? Let's first of all start. What should you do? What you should do is destroy them. Okay, as a man, if somebody's outrightly intentionally trying to hurt you, really, if you're thinking straight, you should destroy them out of your life. Okay, but if you're not able to do that, there's more to the story that you're not getting to. There's more to the story. Why is that person in your life? Oh, the children. Oh, okay, all right, great. Let's focus on the children. Do you think sometimes you have to play the bigger person because of the value, the children? Yes. Should you play equal with her when she's not thinking about the children? Who's going to lose? You, because she's not valuing the children. You are valuing the children. You see the math? Okay? So then also, if you can't hurt that person physically when they're intentionally trying to hurt you, you will try to hurt them emotionally. When you think of your partner as intentionally trying to hurt you, what would you naturally do? You're intentionally trying to hurt people, right? That's why that angle is not always a good angle. Okay? T.D. Jakes said it best. He said wickedness versus weakness. Ask yourself, is this person operating out of a place of weakness or wickedness? If it's wickedness, there's only one thing you should do to wicked people. There's only one thing you should do to wicked people. Wicked people, they're wicked, right? But if it's weakness, then maybe you can apply some grace. Maybe to yourself first. Give yourself, like you're beating yourself up for no reason. This person is not thinking straight. When you think they're pretending or they outright want to hurt you, you're beating yourself up because you were like, why would a person that claims to love me want to hurt me? This goes for both men and women. Why would a person that claims to love me want to hurt me? That's the question that keeps lingering in your mind. So you find yourself, you stay in toxic situation. And then you try to blame all of modern women or all men that are scums for the same issue. And then you continue to collect. You continue to suffer. Because that's not really the answer. The answer is not that they're intentionally trying to hurt you. This is self-medication. It doesn't work. He needs to talk to someone.
Honest, man. But they're so hurt by whatever that action was that they'll intentionally hurt you. Women, we gotta stop doing this, man. When a man apologizes to you, let that be that and move on. Don't try to create havoc for their life. Don't try to tear them down because you made a mistake. Now this person don't want to be with you no more. It's two sides to a story. Fellas, if you've ever went...
There's no two sides to a story. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay? That's BS that we keep telling ourselves on social media. There's two sides to it. That's bullshit. Okay? It's not even three. Okay? Whatever number of people are experiencing that situation is that number of people that are experiencing the story. Not just experiencing it with visible eyes. If you told your mother has her own side of the story too. Because she's going to paint that picture of how she internalizes it. How she imagines it, imagines the story playing out. That's how she's going to tell that story. And that story is real. Yeah. You see how stupid that is in the reality of things? In marriage, in relationship, in romantic, in emotional issues. It's a stupid statement we keep telling ourselves. There's two sides to the story. No, this is an excuse. There's multiple sides to the story. The only side of the story that matters is yours. You're telling us yours. It sounds like you're not taking care of yourself, bro. You're not taking care of yourself. You're obsessed with how other people behave. And you need to take care of yourself first.
Through this, stand up and talk about it, man. Good men are being silent too long in this.
Of course, it's good men. How did he start? He started with good men.
This message is to all the good men around.
This message is for all the good men. Good men always think that's the end of it. That's the end of be all. You will suffer without good men nonsense. I'm telling you.
Silent too long and it's not helping our situations with other men that's gonna go through the same thing. Do not tolerate this type of stuff, guys.
Do not tolerate. How do you not tolerate it? I asked somebody that question one day. How do you not tolerate it? You got to tell the whole world that this is wrong. The whole world is not involved. It's you that you're involved. It's your personal situation. Anyway. This is bad behavior altogether. Why? Because it's going to continue to create bad results. He's making an excuse for her. Yeah, it's confused. It's not a man that's sure of himself, you know. They are both idiots. That's a fact, you know. But she will get away with it. He can't get away with it. Let me say this: she might get away with it. Women don't always get away with it either. But in terms of the structures, the institutions, he can't get away with it. She might get away with that. She can't get away with the emotional trauma she will put herself through. She can't, and her children. Okay, but you know how that goes. You know. It's just not enough. Hit that like button. Thank you, Durrell. Good to see you, Durrell. Yeah, people get childish when this issues comes up. People get childish, okay? But she should be an adult. No, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Everybody becomes a child.
Stop the cap.
Everybody becomes a child when this is happening. Everybody, okay? Everybody becomes children, okay? Basically. Oh, women are just children. Stop the cap, you know. Everybody becomes children in this situation. Okay, so the best thing is be aware first and then remove yourself and then re-engage, because you do have more power than you realize. You know, he cried baby. Oh, just there, you're wrong. Take it easy on the gentleman. Just Jay. The game has never. He probably thought I dragged him. Now if he watches this, he might always think I dragged him, but I'm just trying to help them. This is not going to work out for you. All that playing equality with women is not going to work with you. It's not going to work for you in the Western world, okay? And unless you're willing to move back to the village in Africa, then you're just going to have to play by some rules like everybody else, okay? That doesn't mean you're becoming a doormat. It just means you learn the game. Game is involved. Skill sets are involved, okay? The game has never changed, Ola. You know that. Yep, I know how it goes. It is what it is. Protect your children, your sons, by the way. Let them know that there's a difference between what do you call it? Equality of rights and trying to play equality in a romantic relationship. There are two different worlds apart. If you mix them together, you will suffer. Okay? Ola, I'm not sparing these niggas no more. You and other guys in the space has kept me off their heads. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, thank you so much for everyone who came out. I'm 17 minutes over time.